What it do, my peoples? What it do, my peoples? It's your boy, OMD-300, and you have reached the mighty Corner Store Podcast. Appreciate you joining me. Thanks for joining me tonight. I appreciate it. Welcome to the show. It is Thursday. I believe it's the 22nd. Yeah, June 22nd, 2023. Hold on. My camera's a little crooked, just a tad. There you go. I think that's better. Yeah, much. Welcome to the podcast. Once again, I got the camera way back so you can get a real wide angle of what's going on in the studio. And if you didn't know, this is my fucking garage. A lot of motherfuckers been giving me a lot of love on the fact that I started this podcast, and I started doing it right here in my garage in the San Fernando Valley. I moved from LA. This is the pod where I kind of talk about myself a little today. I do have some stories I wanted to talk about, and some topics that's going on in the world right now, but we can get to that. Just to let you know, my real name is DexterDavis. I have a few personas that I like to use. One being OMD, which is Old Man Dex. The other is being Dex300, which is a name I actually tried to use when I was doing hip hop, which I still love the genre. I will always love hip hop music. I will always love rap music. It's just that I don't care, even though the styles have changed, the artists have changed, what they talk about have changed. That will never die. I hope that, well, I'm pretty sure that particular music genre will continue until I'm well gone, and that'll be fine with me because I respect. I have my opinions about how hip hop is today, but I may talk about that today. I don't know, but I might leave that to another time. No disrespect to no artists out there that's doing their thing. There's a whole bunch of them, young ones that I like, and there's some that I don't know. It's just like anything else. You like some food you like, some food you don't. It's the same thing with rap. Some rappers you do da. So there's no opinion about anybody's character, what they trying to do, or any of that shit. But getting back to myself, basically, my life, I've been like a super underachiever. I would admit that. I admit that wholeheartedly. I have no other choice but to admit that. This podcast right here, this episode 52, is significant. 50 was big, and I really didn't even do much to fanfare about it. I didn't, I kept it real cool on episode 50. That was a big deal. And I talked about some basic stuff I would talk about on any of my pods and was acting goofy and everything. But I thought about it. And I decided to say some hopefully real shit, significant, especially about myself. And when I say real shit, I'm not finna preach to nobody, nothing. I'm talking about me. I'm talking about where I came from to where I am today. I'm a father of 3 wonderful people, through no fault of their dads. I tried my total hardest to take care of my children. That's the most important thing. I don't care. I know that my oldest daughter and I haven't really even seen much of each other in her life. And I feel horrible about that shit. Horrible. That eats away at me every day. And now I'm just getting to a sense, into a certain position in life to be able to kind of have a significant relationship with her. Shout out to her, Claudia Jones. She's in Essex, England. I hope I'm correct on that, but she's over in the UK at a university. in her mid-30s, getting some more education, left her job to do that. Super proud of that young lady. She's amazing. You know, it's only so many adjectives you could use to describe your kids. And I don't even know what else to say to her, but how I'm so proud of her. My other two kids live in California, a young man and another young lady. She's about to go to college, transitioning in a whole lot of ways. Her personal stuff is her personal business, so I won't even articulate that. The only thing I will say is that she will be going to college and was almost 4.0 student. Just amazing young person. My son, if y'all didn't know, I probably talk about him a lot and have talked about him. My son is hip hop artist KG Hustle. Obviously, he's a real new artist. He has some music out that's been out for about 2-3 years now, and very proud of that. A couple of albums worth, couple of albums, EPs actually. So, and he's about to work on some new things, and he's also kind of teetering in the athletic spectrum. He's a very good basketball player and kind of missed his calling in high school because of some personal shit. And but he's tremendously better now, just working on it, grinding on it, and going to work and playing with high level guys, and then going just playing at the fucking 24-hour fitness. He's been demonistic about this basketball. I'll give him that. So I don't know where that's going, but as far as the music, he's a fucking amazing. It's just a working cat, you know, and he's trying to. I just couldn't be more proud of my kids. They're good people. That part is out of the way since I've talked about them. Back to me. Like I said, I've been underachieving my ass off. Underachieving majority of my life. Haven't really had, I'm 56 years old. And to me, to some of my listeners and some of the people who might listen to this or look at this pod, some of y'all might think what I'm about to say is pretty sad, actually. To me, I don't think so, because I see people in worse situations. This is what I'm doing now is probably, and what I have been doing with trying to act and doing a little bit of stand-up. I've been fucking working on I've been writing, and I'm trying to get a couple of sets down the way I like them. I have to, comedy is difficult. And not only that, too, if you notice, everybody and their mom is doing comedy now. It's so fucking weird. It's like an epidemic. So I kind of slowed down a little taste on that. I'm going to be doing that back soon. Like I said, I'm working with another couple of comics. One of them being T6, who's going to be on the podcast next week, next Thursday. Shout out to T6, comedian T6. And very, very much, and ain't no quite possibly, very much so will be hosting a music showcase that I'm going to be putting on called the Corner Store Music Showcase with some hip hop artists. He's going to be he has already signed on to host that. Just amazing. So that's a cat that I'm working with to get my jokes to where they need to be, and my timing to where they need to be. I've been acting. I just did a commercial and did another one before that. So it's kind of crazy. I got that, and then I got another. I'm like, wow, I'm about to get laid out, cash, money wise on that. God is good. So what I'm doing now is way more significant than anything I have ever done other than the birth of my kids. So I'm basically saying the birth of my children is probably the most amazing thing I've ever done. You know what I'm saying? And if I end up passing away and just being a pretty average cat, knowing that I did that would be fine with me. I don't give a fuck about what nobody else think. I could give a shit. I brought 3 amazing citizens in this world. And what I mean by that is not citizens of the US. I'm talking about citizens of this world. My kids didn't come here to fuck up nothing. They came here to build and to bring some shit. They didn't come here to fuck up nothing. They came here to be a help, not a hindrance on this fucking planet. So I'm proud of that fact. If I do nothing else other than bring them into the world, help bring them into the world, that's cool. But what I'm doing now is probably the most, and this ain't even nothing. A lot of people will look at this who doing podcasts right now. or it's some cats that I done work with. I ain't gonna say no names. That think they on a certain level. I don't even know if they think they on a certain level more than it is that they act like they doing such and such and such, but ain't really doing shit. I don't like talking about shit like that. No disrespect. But it's just the fact that I brought that up just to say, you only got you to give a shit about you. You know what I mean? It's people you know. They know you doing a pod and they don't even watch your shit. It's people out there that they probably think, they just know you ain't gonna do nothing. Everything that you see in this, I done moved since 2010. Since 2010, there was a lot of fucked up shit going on between like 05 to 08 in my life. Shit to where a motherfucker was on the brink of being out there with a lot of these people out there in the tents and shit, doing bad. Real bad. They get to a point where you can't keep spinning your wheels like you're in a hamster enclosure and they got one of the wheels in there. You bullshit. You bullshitting yourself and everything. You gotta fucking rise above that bullshit, man, whatever your circumstances. And I'm talking about my circumstances pretty bad. Some motherfuckers who know me know that shit. And the way I'm doing what I'm doing now is like night and day. I don't even really know what I'm fucking doing when it comes to this pod. I know some of this shit. I've watched some niggas. I've seen how they do certain shit. Picked it up. This shit's still finna be better. 2 camera angles, the whole thing. Promotion. Somebody gonna get a chance to see this and fuck with your boy. It ain't necessarily gotta be with you. And if everybody watch this that know me and hear this, and if you feel some type of way, I'm probably talking to you. I ain't saying direct this to nobody. I just know if it's somebody else saying, oh man, I'm doing this, such and such. You fuck with it? Yeah, nigga, I got you. I ain't even asking about, I do this shit too. I do this particular show 2 nights a week for about, from like 8 to 9, maybe an hour or something. If you doing other shit, I get it. Watch me later, comment, subscribe, the whole thing. Motherfuckers don't even do that. Niggas have to go and pay promotion across the ocean. I got niggas in fucking Burma watching my podcast, bro. That shit crazy. Dude hit me up from Burma talking about he liked my shit. That's fucking crazy. You can't get niggas local to fuck with you. I go to music showcase. I was supposed to do, shout out to Carson KB. I hate to put your name in this, but we had talked about a showcase that he was doing. And I was feeling kind of bent about it, not to him and no particular thing. It's like I go, if you're gonna break down any kind of equipment and shit and bring that anywhere and go do some shit, you should get a little bit out of that, just a little bit. Not necessarily money. Motherfuckers always think it's bread. It's not bread. See, the money gonna come when you get the little notoriety. All I want is enough people on my YouTube to wear car dealer shit. So let me run my shit by your shit, man. Pay you this couple dollars. That's all I'm trying to do. I'm trying to make this into something to where it can actually, and it will, and it has. I forgot to say, yeah, and it has. It has already. I ain't even got to that yet. But you really want to do shit. I was in Baldwin Hills, the last apartment in LA that I stayed in. I was there about 12, 13 years. Through that whole time over there, I used to sit, I did a few things, acting-wise, comedy. I did some comedy when I was over there. I was doing a lot of shit. Tried to get my pod started through another cat that was driving. Look, this shit's real to me. What I'm trying to say, I can detail all of that. Matter of fact, I will. Fuck it, I'll throw it in there. This one cat. Shout out to, I forget his name, but Gang Along is a rap nigga that was with him. They kind of like family because I think I forget the dude's name. But anyway, I even paid this nigga to have KG Hustle go and perform at some event he had way out in fucking Riverside. This dude stays in Fontana. No disrespect, bro, but your shit was whack. There wasn't nobody there, nothing. The music we brought to you, the performance was lit. The music was tight. If it was a bunch of people in there, they would have really had a good time. KG couldn't even really get into it. So I'm just saying, it's shit that niggas done and done deal with people, done kick money. You can't do that shit and get nothing out of it, man. These dry ass investments and shit and little bullshit, can't do it no more. I can't do that shit no more. Everything gotta be top notch or we can't fucking do this shit. That's all I'm saying. The nigga done been dirt and been damn near broke too fucking long. It's time to get this money. No disrespect. Not saying it's about bread, all that, nigga. We need paper around here, nigga. We trying to have some shit before we end up dying up out of this. Nigga, we already been in the hospital. So I didn't fuck all this shit. I'm investing real bread. If I took this camera and showed you this shit then grew from some little bullshit on. This shit is way better than $200-300 batteries, nigga, lights, tables, chairs. I can bag this shit up, go anywhere remote and go live anywhere. And this ain't even all of the shit yet. I ain't even get all the cameras and the computer about to be here, all that. Niggas ain't playing, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not 1.77K for nothing. I don't know if niggas really, I see I'll be getting my little views later on. I'll be seeing that. Niggas don't fuck with the lives too tough, which I would love if niggas fuck with the live for the engagement, the laughter, and niggas saying goofy shit so I can say goofy shit back, all that. You know what I mean? I'm not really tripping, but just, I'm trying to let, in real time, not on here. I ain't saying nothing to the people that come on this live tonight. I'm not saying nothing. I'm telling you some shit. That's all I'm doing. What I'm going to say right here is that a nigga trying to get something, man. Wouldn't you? Wouldn't you be trying to get something? Let's keep it real. I'm trying to get something before I get up out of here. It's my bad a lot of shit that happened to me, I let happen. Like, get to a point where, you know what I'm saying, you couch surfing and shit. What the fuck? It's people gonna see this pod that's doing that shit right in there. Get up off them people's couch and figure out how to get your shit popping. If you got to get, whoever you stand with, if you got to leave that motherfucker all day and get back to 10, 11 just to sleep in the corner, to get up and do that shit all over again and get your shit, do that shit. It sounds fucked up and hard, and guess what? It sure is better than the alternative. Now, I'm set up in my individual life and situation a certain type of way that's supposed to be set up for me. Whatever I'm doing or have done or whatever might not necessarily work for you. You got to find, that's what these fucking lines and anecdotes come from. Like, find your lane, stay in your lane. These things are not just said just to be saying some shit to sound cool. It's real talk. Find your lane. Find that motherfucker. Niggas be out there driving, dipping in cars all the time. You find your lane in life like you do when you drive around all goddamn day. My problems, and my problem that I done had, especially since I done got a little older, is relying on motherfuckers. Niggas be looking at me funny. Even if you come like trying to, hey, yo, I'll pay you to do such and such. Niggas be looking at you like funny, bro. If they got something going and you be like, yo, man, I'd like to get down, let me bring it. They be looking, nah, nigga, that's my shit. They give you that. Or if they do say come through and everything, motherfuckers be talking that networking shit, but you get there, niggas just looking at you like, ain't subscribing. No, to see the fucking sign say podcast, you ain't subscribing and shit, nigga. The fuck? That's wild To me, that's not what's up. You know what's up? Really getting your shit cracking the way you want to be and keeping that shit like on fire. You know how when these fires go up in California, just think of your career getting lit up like some of these forests be going up in Cali when a lightning strike in the middle of nowhere and set some shit ablaze. Or if a careless ass fucking jogger smoking weed decides to throw his doobie in some dry brush. If that shit turn into fire, it'll tear half the fucking county up ablaze. You know it would. So make your fucking career go up like that to where somebody can't put that shit out. I'm just keeping it real. That's where I'm heading. There's probably people gonna look at this part. That nigga ain't gonna do nothing. He ain't gonna do shit. I know that nigga Dex. That nigga Dex ain't shit. Keep thinking that shit. That kind of hate right there will fuel a nigga rocket to Mars, nigga. Niggas who are, you know what's so crazy? A nigga who already in the, I ain't gonna say who his name is or nothing. A nigga who already in the game said, man, my shit wasn't gonna pop. You know how I know that's stupid? And it's also a reflection on him is because he saw that shit with somebody who liked my little podcast and was like, nah, that shit, You know why he said that? Anybody who's already up there wouldn't even need to say that. They could like, oh, that's cool. Or they could say, I see myself. You wouldn't even feel threatened by my shit to say it ain't gonna pop. You wouldn't even care about that. If you was if my shit was where it needed to be right now and I saw another pod, a little up and coming podcast, nigga, not only would I applaud this shit, I'll be like, can I be on this shit? Because when they shit pop, that's just gonna make my numbers go up. I'm gonna get their audience too. I ain't no hater ass nigga, never have been, never will be. That's all everything I love. Do I talk shit about people? Yeah, I do. Fuck yeah, that's human nature. I don't give a fuck what you say right now. Nigga, you can say you the cool, I don't be talking down on niggas. Get the fuck out of here. In some type of way, shape, or form, you say something negative about somebody in some way. You do. Now, if you know your heart ain't one of them people to see somebody's life turn sour, that's the kind of nigga I am. I really don't want to see nobody. I want to see everybody win. Nigga, if I pull up in a Alfa Romero truck, nigga, you pull up next to me and a motherfucking Mozzie, I'll be like, let's get it. That's what it's all about. Especially if I know you. If I don't, you know what's so funny? People you don't know, you meet like at the mall, walk out, them motherfuckers is hard. Oh, but thanks. They be cool as fuck. The niggas you don't do no. And then some faggot ass nigga that I just said something cool like that about would say, well, that nigga don't really know you that you just said what's up to. If he knew you, he wouldn't fuck with you. Oh, that's some hater shit. Shut your bitch ass up. That's the kind of stuff people do right there. I ain't gonna lie. My kids know me. Sometimes I can be a negative ass nigga. Negative. See the world in a real jaded ass way. I wish I could be one of them niggas that pull the good out of everything. To me, I'm the type of person I'm already waiting for the fucking bottom to drop out. Should I think like that? No. Should I be more positive? Maybe it'll stay positive. The energy will flow. Yes. But I just know how fucked up this place is, man. And I don't know why I can't shake that shit. This place is horrible, man. It'll make you want to spit up on somebody, man. You know what I'm saying? But the most important thing we should be trying to do right now is create your Shangri-La. I don't give a fuck if you're 12 years old. You need to be fucking talking to yourself in the mirror. I'm the shit. I'm going to be the shit. I'm going to figure out what the fuck I want to do. And once you figure that out, even if you got to flip pancakes at IHOP for the next 3-4 years to make sure that real shit you want to do, you heading toward it, you do that. I didn't learn this shit till late in life. All the things that I'm doing now is by the grace of God. God gave me the ability to have this little spot. Yeah, I could be somewhere right now paying $200-300 for a fucking spot at a little warehouse. I done seen a few chats where, why the fuck should I do that when I'm already paying rent here and this shit is right here? I done had guests and everything here. Speaking of guests, it's a great segue right there. I got, what is my nickname? I'm embarrassed as fuck not to know his goddamn name. He's one of the, now look, told you I'm an actor. We're going to talk about He'll let you know when he get here because he had a part in the. It's a black produced, like, I don't even know what to call it, but it's like a black. I don't know what to call it, but it's about a young girl. That shit is tight. It's like real hood. I play a record executive that own a label. He was in the shit, and I forget his goddamn name. I feel he's gonna be here. He's a drummer and an artist. The nigga is amazing. I gotta give it to him. He's very talented cat. And I need to find his fucking name so I can let folk know. I'm actually going to be promoting that on Instagram so you'll know who he is. This is a real talented person. He for real talented. Like everybody who's been on my show. Let me say that. Like everybody who's been on my show has been very talented and very accomplished. Some probably want to be more accomplished than they are, but they are accomplished nevertheless. But this particular cat, let me see. Where's this shit at? Where's his name? Where is his name? And I was just talking to him. I hate that shit. Let me see if I can put it in. Galane. Is it gonna let me? Hold on, folks. Give me a second. Damn, I can't find this guy's name. But anyway, I think his last name is Galane. He's a drummer. He's an art. This motherfucker, he just did 2 showings at the Hive Gallery downtown Los Angeles. I actually know the Hive. I worked a showing as a security. That's weird as fuck. That was many years ago. But that's how I found out about the Hive. It's a small little gallery. Fucking downtown LA, though it's fucking got its fucked up side. When Villaraigosa, the mayor, the previous mayor many years ago, turned it into an artistic cultural hub. Never used to have sidewalk cafes and all these arts and crafts, and they have the arts festival down there, something like every third Thursday or something like that. I worked down there for a couple years and got to see that all the time. It was very amazing. I was like, damn, this downtown turned, even though it's still a bunch of, it's much nicer. It's much nicer. Downtown LA is touristy, and they keep the homeless in a certain area. But those guys still walk around. They still be weird as hell down there. But people seem to dig living down there. But anyway, Mr. Galane is going to be here on Tuesday. I got T6 coming in next Thursday. So I got guests. So basically, all I was trying to say is, this place has been a welcome thing. People have come in here and be like, damn, this is cool, man. This is my little office. And shit, it's a lot of people doing the same shit that I'm doing the low-key fucking they goddamn bedroom. The only reason I did it outside is because my place, though it is a small home-style place, it's small. I don't be like motherfuckers in my personal space, you dig? So I was like, nah. I know if motherfucker got to take a piss, they can take a piss on the way out or some shit, or I'll take them in there and use the bathroom for the show and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But if you like me, you don't like motherfuckers in your house. If I had a big ass crib that had enough room and everything, I still wouldn't want motherfuckers in my personal crib. That's just how I am. That's why when you become such someone and you get to a certain tax bracket, that's why you tell everybody to meet you at the side gate and bring them in there. And we got a nice back house out there with the TV and everything. Nobody ain't ever got to go in the crib. There's a bathroom out here, all that. House is off limits. The house's limits is titties and booty of some females that I know and can trust. And maybe some day ones and maybe a couple of acquaintances. But those are all motherfucking destined to come in. We know they come in the daytime and all that. My crib is going to be my Shangri-La, always will be. If you don't treat your crib as your haberdashery, your ass is weird. You just allowed all motherfuckers all in there. Oh man, make sure they're my people, man. Nah, I don't do that. I ain't no loner or nothing. I like company, but all that. But I want a place to kick it, and I want a place to kick it. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully motherfuckers get that. But yeah, I got fucking people that, have come and told a story, what they do. My shit is real, my man. It's real. This ain't no bullshit. We not playing over here. Motherfuckers that play do this shit every now and then. Nigga, I'm pretty religious on doing these podcasts. And some motherfucking piece of shit will probably say, well, you ain't doing nothing else. It don't matter what the fuck you think I'm doing. I got a pocket full of ends, nigga. I got actually a couple companies that I done mentioned on this bitch. No contract, low-key sliding me money. And motherfucking product. Shout out to HPRC. There's the logo right there. HPRC, Herbal Pain Relief Center. Was told by the manager just today. Here you go, Big Dex. And next week, come holler at me. We'll have some other samples for you to show on your podcast. Along with a little bit of this here. Well, this here was already here, but you know what I'm talking about. In other words, my people, you can always be fucking down, but you ain't never out. You ain't never out until you out. Remember that. These two dudes on our wall right here, this shit ain't just decoration. Like I said, I love hip hop. This dude right here, I loved him for his artistic prowess and his really, really keen mind about really what's going on in the world. If one dude used to tell it like it is and they hated him for it, it was that guy right there, Tupac. They hated him for being 100. I do that on this podcast. I do. I keep it really real. I done had niggas like my homeboy Slim tell me, you need to chill a little bit on some of the shit you be saying. I'm not finna do that. You know why? Because I'm just saying what the fuck I want to say. Ain't hurt nobody. Even if I was to get some ears to really be listening to what I'm talking about, people ain't finna be motivated to do nothing but pray and do better for their people and the people they love when they watch my shit. As far as this cat over here, who just got his star, I mean, I love that happened, but that nigga was a star anyway. Should have been had his star. Pac just got his, should have been had a star. Big got his star before Pac. Travesty. But that's another thing. I like Big too. Don't get it twisted. Love Biggie Smalls. That was my nigga. Some people out here in the West don't fuck with him like that. But this dude right here, he wasn't the second coming to no Tupac. Somebody said that to me the other day, and that's offensive. Not only offensive to Tupac, it's offensive to Nip. Nip is a nigga in his own right. Here too fucking short. When I first saw Nipsey Hussle, it's a lot of cats that I first see him and that's who that is, and be like, you know what I'm saying? You ain't really, I ain't too impressed with that nigga. Like that. Like Dre, the dude that I used to hate more than anybody. I don't know if I hated him, but I didn't fuck with Drake. I didn't. I still don't fuck with him like on how he kick it. I see him like how he love Adonis. I dig that. He love that little boy. I think because of his relationship with his pops, his son and him is like that. I love that about him. I'll give you that, bro. It ain't too much. I don't know. It's just you. I don't know. It's your face, my nigga. You got one of them faces, nigga. You got that nigga Drake got one of them faces. You just want to punch, my nigga. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. You say you probably cool as fuck too. You probably is. You probably cool to be around. I don't know. Just something about you. But I didn't like your music at first. I don't know why, but I was like, this nigga, get him out of here, dude. You pretty dope, man. I give it to you. You know what I'm saying? And one of the things that's dope about you is that you pick good production. You have to be, and then you do dope shit on said production. That's important. You can't be no bum if you like, give me that 100 miles of running beat and be trash. It'll be like, get him the fuck out of here. I already don't like his face. He's a bust. Get that nigga out of here for real. But you turn out to be pretty talented. I gotta get, and all the collab, like a lot of times the nigga collab with somebody, that shit is dusty. All your collabs so far, nigga, with everybody has been like pretty lit. So I ain't like I can say to you other than take your Grammys and get the fuck out of here, nigga. The fuck. What else I was going to talk about? Uh, just like the fucking shit say, man, you got to be on a mission. Ain't no glory to sitting on your hands. I do sit on my hands a lot, though. I don't write like I should, and it's a lot of times I'll be in it, and that's frustrating too, bro. When you when you do have time on your hands, you're not doing unproductive. It's like working out. My fat ass need to be working out every day. Can't be doing that shit 2 times a week and calling that a workout. I can't do it. I'm finna switch up. It's a lot of shit I needed to do, and motivation when it comes to certain shit is a part of the game. If you know you weak in some areas about getting up or doing that, you need to have people in your corner. But get your ass up, man. The reason why I got so in shape when I was in the military is because you had nowhere to run, nigga. You come, nigga, why? Sometimes you gotta have a situation like that. Sometimes you gotta have a situation like that. You can't run. And you got forced to do it. The next thing you know, after you've done it and the pain and killed you and you got a slim, you be like, hold on, this shit ain't that bad. You got to trick your mind into these things. I know. There's some things I'll be like, I'm good, I'm on it. Let's do this. I'm early, I'm done. But there's some shit I ain't tight on. That's being a fucking human being. With this here, what I done started to build and strive, nigga, this shit I'm doing is real. LLC tomorrow. Yeah, you heard me. Merch on the way. Music showcase. That'd be tight. I should do a fucking screencast of the showcase I'm gonna do. Why not? Shoot that shit on a Friday night. Have my shit gassed up, ready to go. By then, I should have the digital cameras. If I don't, nigga, I'll still go with the phone. I'll buy another phone. Let's get it. All I'm saying is Corner Store Media, Corner Store Podcast, Corner Store, every fucking thing, films, all that. This shit gonna be real. Sometimes you gotta just go out there and throw the fucking rock at the moon and see if you can hit that shit. Why not? I bet you this dark ass nigga right here, even though he could hoop, his brother used to be murdering him in the backyard. You think he end up on a poster with his head almost to the fucking rim if he would have gave up? I don't think so. All these motherfuckers right here on the wall. Just look at this white boy, Jokic. The NBA draft was tonight too, by the way. Look at Jokic. LeBron, Luka, Tatum, Jimmy Butler. This nigga was 8th seed. They were supposed to be out of the playoffs, ended up in the finals. That's not giving up. I'm not giving up. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. 2 niggas on my 2 people. Sorry about that. Sorry about 2 niggas. I'm getting kind of out beside myself. My bad. 2 people on my live right now. And that's totally fucking great. And I know who one of them is already. Always here. I love her. Oh, I didn't know Chris was on there. What's up, Chris, man? What's happening, man? Let's go. My nephew, Chris, all the way from Atlanta, Georgia. Let's get it. I didn't even realize he was on there, boy. Let's go. And obviously, Light Slim, quintessentially a wonderful, 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 wonderful woman from the Big Apple herself. Amazing lady. Has been here since the inception of the Corner Store Podcast, way back when it was on Tony Television. Shout out to Tony. He gave me the outlet that I had at that time. And shout out to Chris. It's kind of apropos that you are on here. I had bickered with you guys a little bit about me being on Tony TV. I want to give my complete and utter apology to you and your brothers. But I'm very sensitive. You know where I've been, bro. You know my story. You know my story. If anybody I've been talking about in this shit over here, this dude know. He know my motherfucking story. He know my story. I'm telling you. To be where I am today is like night fucking day. And a lot of times, and I'm gonna tell y'all this right now, because the person that then had the ups and downs, a lot of times they don't take blame for some of this, for the shit that they went through. I most definitely do. But I know all of this shit all of the stuff that happened, a lot of it was through no fault of my own. A lot of it was, and a lot of it wasn't. But that's just how life is. And one thing you got to do when that kind of shit happens is you got to find out what kind of person you are. Go through that shit and come out the other side with a flag up like, I made it through this shit. This shit crazy. I still go through things. Let me put it to you this way. Even if I get this shit to where it needs to be, even if I get the sponsors the way it should be, if everything paints itself into the right corner and shit starts to come in, guess what? Another host of problems will make itself appear. And you have to deal with that. The only thing I'm trying to get above is the United States of America and not having the funds to live the way I want here. That shit's finna change. Fuck that. I don't need to be in the top 1%. I don't even need to be in the top 3%. But I guarantee you, I'm gonna be in the top 7. When you go to a grocery store and you pick out 6 items that will probably last you 2, maybe 3 days, maybe me, because I'm a bigger guy, maybe it would last a smaller person a little longer. And you buy 7, 8 items and that shit comes up to 42 after everything has been taken off with the discount cards and everything. That fucking shit is crazy, bro. I'm not finna be an old dude sitting up here broke, damn near can't walk, and ain't got no bread and nobody to take care of me. Not happening. And this ain't about me necessarily, because I'm getting to the point where I'm gonna be needing that. You know who needs to be taken care of because they got a long life to live, and this place is getting nothing but worse when it comes to how you live and how much you gotta pay, is my fucking kids. Can't let them down, man. I gotta leave them something. Just imagine I start this shit up, it actually does what it needs to do, which it will. It will. I'm telling you it will. You probably looking on here now going, I'm here to tell you it will. You know how I know? Because of the place I'm in now. It used to be nothing. Now it's something. That's why I know it's still going to pop off. I know it is. There's no doubt in my mind now. Because you know what else? Everything else I done asked for from the big guy. Everything. Let me say that again. Everything I done asked for from the big guy. Everything. And see, look, when people say that, they go, did you ask him for $10 million? Obviously not, motherfucker. What I did ask him for is something reasonable that could end up helping me make $10 million. Now, if you're sitting at home praying for God to hook you up with a lottery ticket, that's your fucking business. That's just too far-fetched for me. Now, you can pray every day for that. I might get up one morning and say, damn, I'm going to buy a lottery ticket today, Lord. Let that be the one. That's the only time I might do that shit. But I ask for practical things that could practically set me and my young ones up for the rest of our lives. Even if that only means $3-4 million a year for each of us, or just for one of us. That'll take care of quite a few people. If you're still making that every year, whether that's off property that you procured, whatever, I'm not going to be sitting up here broke. It's not happening. And it's coming around, nigga. It's coming around. The paper's starting to come in a little bit. The floodgates gonna open in a minute. I'm telling you. Now, look, I know it's other motherfuckers do podcasts. Me, this is my shit. My shit different. I talk about everyday shit. I talk about actual food, getting some fucking food, getting around, getting your car serviced. You better get your shit serviced if you haven't, because when that bitch breaks down, you're going to be one mad motherfucker. Simple things. Be sure that you handle your business. And always remember, if you got a job you love, stay on that motherfucker. If you love that bitch, stay on it. And if it pay good, stay on it. You ain't necessarily got to be no actor or no, you ain't got to be none in the arts. I'm only talking to people who You know damn well what you're doing and what you want to do. You feel it. You get up every morning mad about it, everything. If you get up every day and you don't absolutely love your job and love what you do, you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. Even if it's another job you need to be on. Just remember that. If you don't feel like you're getting paid enough, all that. It's a constant graduation to the next thing. It is. I'm the fucking perfect example of that. I'm telling you. If anybody is an example of that, it's fucking me. Ask me, motherfuckers who know me, telling you. And then you got to dream about something and actually start taking the steps to making that shit a reality. Because it's nothing until you actually move on it. It's nothing. You can't stay stagnant at all. If you want to be mad at something, be mad at your ass ain't figured out what you want to do. Be mad at that. I'm telling you. I'm just keeping it real. Somebody said something on here. Let me look at this. I love hey, soon come. Soon come what? You threw me with that one. He said, soon come. That sounds like some shit Solomon Grundy would say. Solomon Grundy say, soon come. For those who don't know, Solomon Grundy he's a Batman villain. The nigga's supposed to be dead or some shit, like a big ass zombie. Big nigga, huge. Solomon Grundy, he talk like that, like he's from Louisiana some damn where. Look at here. That shit is jokes. But anyway, I see it's three people. I just said that shit. That's my word right there. Sam Jackson do not have a prerequisite on that word. That's my shit. I've been saying motherfucker for a long time. He do say it tight though. Hey, look at motherfucker. But I've been saying motherfucker for a minute. I'm sorry to y'all who are on the live right now. If I'm calling you motherfucker, I apologize. I didn't mean that. Oh, I did want to get to the stories that I had, though. So I've been talking a lot about myself and a lot of other things. I did have some notes. There's only a couple. So I decided to make this podcast kind of about me a little bit at the beginning. I hope y'all don't mind. And if you do, I don't give a fuck. This one broke my heart. I kind of wanted to joke around and talk about some things first before I actually talk about this shit, because this is amazing. This story comes from, I think it was a YouTube story. I forget the outlet. Apologies. But a Hispanic mother, I think she's Puerto Rican. I'm not sure. But this Puerto Rican woman, she's 31 years old, had a little baby. A baby, an infant, not 2 years old. I don't believe it was no more than 2. Like a baby. This bitch left her baby and went to Puerto Rico on a vacation. Now, you know, when she got back, the baby was dead. You know that. What would possess that woman's? There's only 2 things. Well, there's actually several things, but I'm gonna narrow it down to 2. Well, I'll say 3. There's either something that bitch is crazy. She ain't got good sense, because that's some loose change ass shit right there to do. Or she just didn't give a fuck. Either way, she need to be locked up somewhere, even if it's for some mental care, or she going to jail. She's fucking going to jail for negligent homicide. She probably gonna get charged with several things, and child endangerment, all kind of shit. And if I was whoever is the DA, I'd make all them charges stick. Fuck dropping any of that other shit. She going to jail for murder, for sure. This bitch went, and for 8 days. She left that little baby for 8 days. What the fuck? 8 days? 8 days? The last story we're going to talk about is the Titanic tour submarine is still missing and presumed to be lost after wreckage has been found scurried not too far from the Titanic wreck. All are presumed to be dead. I talked about this last episode. I don't fuck with the ocean. I don't do it. It just don't make no sense. You got all the money in the world, but you want to go see a wreck that, a 200-year-old wreck in some fucked up ass submersible with an Xbox joystick for a steering wheel. It's a crazy world we live in, my people. Just know that. Crazy motherfucking world we live in. Look at here, y'all. Your boy about to get up out of here. Next week, I got my man, Galane. I think it's Galane. Man, I have all that shit next week because I see his name right now. Galane, Galane, I believe. He'll be here on Tuesday. I have all that information. Come up, check the Corner Store Podcast Instagram page for all the details. Also check my Corner Store Podcast Media YouTube channel for times and guests that'll be coming on. And T6, comedian T6 next Thursday, 8 p.m. And you know what? I love y'all, man. I'm about to get up out of here, though. So y'all be safe, be careful. Remember, too, this is the spirit of the month. It is Primrose Gin. Go get that. This shit is on hit. Very, very inexpensive. Very, very, very good gin. Great price. If you like gin and tonic, gin and grapefruit juice, this the one to get. I'm telling you. Primrose. It's your boy OMD-300. And this has been the Corner Store Podcast. I'm going to holler at y'all later, man. Y'all have a good one. Be safe. Shout out to Light Slim, my nephew Dripping Blood, KG Hustle. Everybody that was on the live tonight, do your thing. I'll holler at you next week, Tuesday, 8 p.m. Pacific time. Let's get it. Packing up like I'm going to school or something. Yeah.